So, moving on to some more advanced concepts, or even just outside of HTML elements, there's a few things, or rather content elements, there's a few things we need to cover in the header, some elements that only work in the header, or rather work best. And I'll explain them to you how you can use them differently once we get to that. But before we even do that, in order for a web browser to properly parse our HTML file and display it, we need to have a doc type. And this tells the browser what type of document this is. In this case, it's HTML5, and we are always going to be using HTML5. In fact, when I started making websites about in 2012 professionally, I used to write in HTML 4.01, and since then, obviously I've started writing in HTML5 because there is no other way at this point. It's like if you're a computer manufacturer, you're not going to manufacture a computer from the 90s and expect to sell it in today's economy and world. And so same thing with a website. If you're getting into business making websites, you are going to be writing in HTML5. Now, how you write a doc type is you put a left angle bracket with an exclamation point and then spell it DOCTYPE, doc type. I've always written it in capital, but I don't think it actually has to be in all capitals. Now, what you're going to do next is you're actually going to tell the browser what the doc type is. So in this instance, we're just going to write HTML. This is going to tell the browser that this is an HTML5 document. This is literally all you need to do. And then you're able to, if you're using Bootstrap, for instance, and we're going to get into Bootstrap later, but if you're using Bootstrap, this needs to be set to HTML5. However, if you're writing in older languages, or older HTML versions, the doc type definitely gets more convoluted. For instance, if you're writing in XHTML, this is going to be the doc type string you'll have to use, and nobody's going to remember that. So you're going to have to copy and paste it, or you can memorize it if you want. But again, you are never going to be using any doc type other than HTML. So with that said and out of the way, that is a doc type. What we're going to be doing in the next few videos is some meta tags, and then we're going to be, probably just the next video, and then we're going to be getting into CSS, and there is one specific element that you need to use in the header in order to use CSS.